I remember the moment it hit me. I was standing in the grocery store checkout line watching the total creep past $70. My palms were sweating, not because I couldn't afford it, but because I didn't know if I could. I had a budget, of course I did. Neatly typed, color-coded, every dollar accounted for. But somehow I was still broke before payday again. That's when I realized. It wasn't the budgeting that was broken. It was the way I was taught to think about money. The budgeting lie I believed for too long. Everyone says just make a budget, as if it's the magical fix for financial chaos. I believed it. I downloaded every app, spent weekends building the perfect spreadsheets. I even tried that old-school cash envelope system. But after months of trying, nothing changed. I still overspent. I still felt guilty every time I wanted a latte. And worse, I started resenting the process altogether. That's when I did something I never thought I'd do. I deleted all my budgeting apps, the rock bottom that turned everything around. One night, I was scrolling through my transactions, trying to figure out where $200 disappeared. Gas, groceries, a friend's birthday. A last-minute flight home? Nothing crazy, just life. I sat there thinking, I don't live extravagantly, I work hard. So why am I always behind? That night, I stumbled across a post buried in a Reddit thread about something called the AntiBudget, and it changed everything. The rule that finally fixed my finances. Here's the gist of the AntiBudget. Save first, spend the rest however you want. That's it, no categories, no 27-step Excel formulas. Just one rule. Decide what percentage of your income you want to keep and automate that. Whatever's left, that's your guilt-free spending money. It was simple, almost too simple. But I was desperate enough to try. I picked my magic numbers. I started with just 20%. 10% into savings. 10% into investments. On payday, those amounts went out automatically. I never saw them. That meant every dollar that hit my checking account was already mine to spend. Suddenly, money felt freeing, not restrictive. And the weirdest part? I started spending less without even trying. 2, I focused on the big wins. Forget cutting coffee. I needed real results. So I asked, what's eating most of my income? It was 3 things. Rent, food, subscriptions I didn't use. So I made 3 moves. Got a roommate, saved $500 a month. Started cooking 4 nights a week, cut eating out by $250 a month. Canceled 7 subscriptions I forgot I had, saved $80 a month. That's over $800 a month saved. With 0 spreadsheets, just smart targeted action. 3, I let automation do the work. I set up automatic transfers. My high-yield savings pulled 10% on payday. My Roth IRA took another 10%. A third account got $50 a month for guilt-free treats, yes, including takeout and weekend fun. The rest? Mine to live on. No questions, no guilt. And guess what? I never overdrafted again. Because I wasn't trying to control every cent, I was guiding the flow. What changed in 90 days? In 3 months, I had $1,500 saved. My first $900 invested, 0 stress about money. For the first time, I felt in control not because I tracked every dollar, but because I trusted my system. Why you don't need a budget, but you do need this. Budgets are like diets. They work until life happens. But this rule, this philosophy, it builds sustainable wealth. It focuses on habits, not perfection. It gives you freedom with boundaries, not guilt with rules. The 3-point anti-budget plan. Pay yourself first. Choose your savings and investment rate, even if it's just 5%. Automate it. Make it invisible. Control the big 3. Focus on housing, food, and transportation. Adjust one of them and you'll feel the difference instantly. Spend guilt-free. Whatever's left is yours to enjoy. No guilt, no tracking, just live your life knowing the future is already covered. Budgeting isn't bad, it's just not built for real life. You're not lazy. You're not bad with money. You just need a system that respects your real life, not an ideal version of it. If you've tried every budget and still feel stuck, it's not you. Maybe it's time to stop budgeting and start building a system that works with your life, not against it.